The power of octaves. Major!
Before being slayed by Queen Lisa, we wanted to let you know that we were able to film and edit this video thanks to our Patreon. Since we are unable to monetize any of our React videos uploaded to this channel, it is our Patreon that provides us the funding to continue making our channel bigger and better. We have a lot of interesting and exclusive content uploaded to our Patreon, which includes uncut reactions to this song, reactions to Japanese releases, live stages, games, and more. Now let's get this reaction started. You are now reacting to the Blackpink member Lisa and her solo debut track called LALISA. In her online press conference, Lisa says that she wants to show the strength of her name as well as her confident, cool side through her debut. She hopes fans will think, wow, this is it. This is something only Lisa can do. She also made sure both the song and music video would include some elements of her Thai heritage. So you'll see Thai elements in some of her outfits, the set, the dance, and instrumental. The song was produced and written by 24, Becca Boom, and Teddy. They also use, I think, different Thai percussion, so I'm curious if you guys recognize any of the sounds used. And then of course, like, it'll be mixed with more modern trap and hip hop and stuff, because she's the lead rapper of the group.
Awesome, I'm excited. Ready? LALISA! I hear it. That's a really rough sounding cymbal.
I'm so excited.
Oh, Pan. I love it.
That was a good job. I like how it turned into that synth, the main riff. It's a nice passing down.
Okay, a little major.
Major. I like how she did the major though. Whoa.
That's kind of trippy. Yeah.
The like alarm sound is pretty sweet.
That sharp breath? That was so powerful. Ooh, the bass going to the 4 is super weird.
The droning is effective, like that siren or common tone, you know?
Oh, I like that. The silence.
Oh, I love that vocal fry at the end.
It's like so bassy. Oh.
Holy shit.
Triplets? Don't need them. We're going for 16th notes.
Whoa. I hear that like reedy instrument. That Thai influence, I suppose.
I love what the bass is doing there.
Yeah.
Like this space is cool. How it's like more staccato in that.
Yeah, I like they use space at the end of the chorus as well, going into the next section.
The power of octaves. Major!
Did you see that color shift in the visuals?
Whoa, the major 6 adds a whole new color. G. Oh, okay. I wish you repeated that. Ooh. Oh. Where are we?
Oh shit!
This just got way cooler.
I love hearing the traditional Thai percussion, the pitched percussion.
Okay.
That's so catchy. The transition there is smoother than the transition back because of music theory reasons, which I'll talk about.
Yeah, see the like low brass hits that are added in now to the bass. Wow, we went places.
I think I have a crush.
Oh my gosh. That was kind of a bop. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it bangs.
What beat did that end on?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.
2. I like the who as the ending note.
And the reverb ends, I think, until 4.
Yeah.
So it goes like 1, 2.
Yeah.
Things that stuck out to me were the kind of just the way the groove felt. I feel like for these types of songs, you know, just like dancey, kind of trappy beats, the thing that makes them really good is the time feel, like the little details of the time feel in the production and in the singing and stuff. And there were several moments where I was like, oh yeah, like the time feel on that was sick. And it's because like the way the drums are, I think the hi-hat, or like, I don't know, hi-hats, it's probably not actually hi-hats, it's like some other like percussion. Yeah, like it's something, there's some layer in there that's kind of doing the subdivision, and it's like a little bit behind the beat. And so it kind of lets you like, I don't know, it makes the song like breathe a little bit and like flow, because it's like, you know, it kind of has that.
Actually, yeah. No, you say
Instead
that,
of being
it's
like
exactly
totally
what it was.
square,
Right.
And then the way the vocals are, it fits right into that. Like there are so many times where the vocal melody like just lays back a little bit, and it like fits into that kind of behind the beat subdivision, and it just is like, ooh, that felt really cool, you know. And so I feel like that's what makes this type of music work really well.
Right. What were you listening to your first listen, Jory?
I was mostly paying attention to actually how, not bare, but stripped back the instrumental seemed to be. Mostly just in that there wasn't like jam-packed with ear candy and everything trying to like catch your attention. It was just Lisa. You know, well, it was obviously more than that. It was very well produced, but it was produced to focus on her, which I guess was the exact point of this, right?
Do you recognize any of the specific Thai elements? Like, did music history ever go
No.
over that kind of stuff?
Absolutely not.
But when that happened, was there a color change for you? Like, what
Yeah, well, the
modulation?
music video immediately, obviously. The flashy jewelry and like the kind of belly dancing kind of thing. I'm Pakistani, so that felt hit pretty close to home. But like what was that, melodic minor or harmonic minor? That little layer coming in, it was really cool. It was the coolest part of the song, I think.
What is the what is the modulation there?
I don't even know what happened with those key changes. I was just too mesmerized. We didn't go in there from like the normal songs like tonic, because we went like, I don't know what section it was, but we went to like major for a hot minute.
It's where you see all the
and then
pretty
right
colors.
after, it went from like the dunes into this like summery like
So it's
West
like
Coast looking thing.
Aeolian into like Ionian into Phrygian.
Yeah, we went from E flat minor to major.
To E flat major.
You know, very major.
And then is it Phrygian?
I don't know.
But it's not E flat Phrygian, so that one's a key change.
What the hell? So they have a
harmonic
raised
minor
third. No, they
a la
have a raised
Phrygian?
third and a flat two, and it's this very. I don't know what the heck it's called. Huh?
Phrygian dominant.
What is that relation though? So
It's a third below the key that we were in. So it's like the relative.
smart.
It's like the relative minor.
because she goes from she goes from the like E flat,
E flat minor to E flat major.
which is a parallel
Yeah, and then
modulation,
to
which
the
is modal
relative
mixture.
minor
and then
Phrygian
the
dominant.
relative of that, but then she made it Phrygian.
Phrygian dominant.
It just guides your ear a little bit.
Yeah, so that's why it's not super jarring when all those transitions are back to back with no transition. Yeah.
And so when the change happened, we first hear open fifths of C, which is the relative minor of the original key, which is E flat. So we go down, but then we're not sure if it's major or minor yet, and we think it's minor because that's how our brain, even if you don't know music theory, that's how our brains lead us to believe because of how much music we've heard in the past. But then we hear the major third come in, and that's pretty mind-blowing. I think the pacing of that modulation is super good.
Right.
But then to return back to the original, I can't think of an immediate way to make it smooth, but you know, maybe the intention is to not be super smooth. I definitely appreciate the modulation into it more than the modulation back, but it's an interesting exercise for me personally to figure out, oh, how can I make the modulation back smoother? Because this is becoming a trope in K-pop of the brand new section. And I think the missing link between all the songs that I've heard that have this are how do we modulate back? How do we change back to it?
A lot of people just go with a creative way getting into it, and then on the way out, they just go like a doo, or they have silence.
Right.
Some sort of like a few beat production transition. Where
Or like,
just,
yeah, exactly, a production transition.
yeah, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of actually taking the harmonic route. You wanted to re-listen to the bridge?
Where is that? There it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what that like metallic kind of sound is, like a dun, dun, dun. Like that. It's like almost gamelan kind of. Oh, you know, it could be kind of like, does it kind of have like that rattly kind of sound, like the African marimbas, like the gourds, like they have the little rattles on them?
It's hit, but it has like a, what is it called?
It has like little like rattles kind of around the resonators.
So it kind of makes this like metallic sound.
It's a really cool sound.
It's really impressive how they incorporated the Thai instruments, the Thai influence instruments, because were those sort of like usages, were those samples? Or were those
if they hired a musician.
Yeah, because I think if that was a sample, that those two snippets, especially the one in the B section, the second section, was handled so well, because there was a clear like hook to it, and there was such a great flow that was used within it. I think the hook was really strong, and I also think that there was just so much energy throughout the entire song.
What aspect of the song were you getting the energy from? Was it Lisa herself? Was it instrumental, the 808s?
I think it has to do with how, even though it's a very repetitive song, they were sort of introducing things at different times, they were taking things away at different times, and how they were sort of like, they kind of went into the song knowing, okay, our song is literally gonna be only 2 notes. How can we sort of develop this in a way? Like there were times where they extended that beyond like dropping everything out except for the strong beats of every beat. They incorporated like pan, there were some things happening here, some things happening here. There were some parts where there was a lot more silence than in other parts. I think that's where it gets its variety from. And then the second section, that was just pure adrenaline, high octane adrenaline. That was a lot of fun to listen to, that second part.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna spill the tea. I feel like this chorus is gonna be divisive.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be divisive.
What side are you on?
I'm in the slightly less favorable side. The first time through it was okay, but I wish the second time through she didn't have to repeat it, like copy paste it one extra time, you know, because the chorus is pretty chunky. It's a big part of the song every time it appears. Yeah.
They know they're really milking the earworminess of LALISA, LALISA.
Which I actually like it. I think it sounds good, but I do think there should be a little more to it.
It's so freaking catchy, and like the fact that like she used this motif, LALISA, like just those words and the different parts of it, la 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 la, LALISA, and then love me, like that same la. It really like super strong statement and super empowering message. Well, not like empowering for like other people, but empowering for her, and I liked it a lot.
Is it just me, or did the first chorus, like the very first thing that she opened with, have the most bass and hit the hardest out of all the choruses? Like,
I think because
I was
it
like,
kind
this
of came out
is
of
going
nowhere,
so
and I was
hard.
like, yeah.
And then when she went into because I was expecting the same chorus, and then she went to the chorus and it was a little bit chiller, and it worked out from there.
Gotta make a strong first impression.
Yeah, it's hard to start songs with the chorus, in my opinion, because then you're very, I've said this a million times, but you're liable to have an energy drop and make it boring.
Oh, well, she didn't.
But it wasn't a problem, so.
We're good.
I was thinking, could we break down the rhythms of her main melody in the chorus versus the intro? Because I believe she does downbeat like la, Lisa, love me, la, and then in the intro it's like it's almost swung maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
she does swing it,
swing
yeah.
that. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
But the
until
instrumental in the
just now.
background is still like straight eighth notes.
Yeah.
It creates a cool kind of polyrhythm effect.
Yeah, she's kind of swinging everything right here. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, then it's just straight eighths. Yeah. Swung feel like it is in the beginning kind of sounds like da 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 da. And then like when it gets to the chorus, it becomes kind of more square. Like it just changes the feel. It makes it feel more, I guess, grounded, and it's kind of easier to dance to in like a traditional sense.
My favorite part was probably, well, besides the voice, I mean, there's some really cool stuff going on. I mean, she used a ton of vocal fry in some of the rapping, closing off to like ah, and then just like holding that ah, you know, and it was effective. Like
Yeah, she did do that.
I liked it. She did. She went ah, but the like I really enjoyed, because to me it brought, like I said it while I was reacting, but like a steadiness to it, you know. And I mean, it is a song about like call me this, call me that, you know. And I think in the midst of all the different elements that you were talking about, there was a grounding, a steadiness. Is that 129 million?
And it was released 3 days ago. Hey, if this video gets 100 million views, then
Sam will strut.